Welcome to Theology Unlimited, where we examine profound questions of faith, history, and the mysteries of the human experience. Today, we're discussing the Mandela Effect, a topic that has intrigued many and even sparked theological discussions. Have you ever been absolutely sure of something, only to discover it's not how you remember it? Let's explore this phenomenon together and see how it might intersect with theology. The Mandela Effect is the term used when large groups of people recall events, phrases, or details differently from how they are officially recorded. It's named after Nelson Mandela because many people worldwide distinctly remember him dying in prison during the 1980s. In reality, Mandela was released in 1990 and passed away in 2013. So, why do so many share this false memory? Let's start by exploring a few famous examples. One that surprises many people comes from Snow White. Do you remember the evil queen saying, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?" This phrase has become iconic in popular culture, but in the Disney animated film, the line is actually, "Magic mirror on the wall." Why does mirror, mirror feel so universally correct? It might be due to the way stories evolve when retold, but the shared discrepancy is hard to ignore. Another popular example is the Berenstain Bears book series. Many people distinctly recall the spelling as Berenstein with an E, but every record shows it has always been spelled Berenstain with an A. These examples challenge the trust we place in our memories and lead us to question how such large-scale misremembering happens. Shifting to the Bible, the Mandela Effect raises some theological questions. Consider Isaiah 11:6, which many people recall as, "The lion shall lie down with the lamb." However, most Bible translations today read, "The wolf shall dwell with the lamb." Why do so many remember the lion? Some suggest artistic depictions of lions and lambs as symbols of peace influenced our collective memory. But could there be a deeper spiritual meaning? In Proverbs 3:5, we're reminded to trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. The Mandela Effect might serve as a modern reminder of this verse, highlighting the fallibility of human memory and the importance of grounding our beliefs in Scripture and faith rather than subjective recollections. From a psychological perspective, memory is not a perfect recording, but rather a reconstruction. When we recall an event, we piece together fragments of information, which can be influenced by emotions, societal narratives, and even suggestions from others. This is why false memories can feel so real. But what does this mean for how we approach spiritual truths? It underscores the value of regularly engaging with Scripture, not only to refresh our memory, but to deepen our understanding. Some theologians have suggested that the Mandela Effect might also point to a spiritual test. John 8:44 describes Satan as the father of lies, and some speculate that this phenomenon could be a subtle way of sowing doubt or confusion among believers. While this idea is speculative, it reminds us to remain vigilant and discerning in our faith journey. Others take a scientific or metaphysical approach, proposing theories about alternate dimensions or parallel realities. These ideas, while speculative, invite awe at the complexity of creation and the sovereignty of God, who holds all things, visible and invisible, in His hands. It's also important to consider the influence of technology in shaping our collective memories. In the age of the Internet, where misinformation can spread quickly, a false phrase or detail can become widely accepted as truth. This reminds us of the importance of verifying sources, especially when it comes to spiritual matters. Before we wrap up, let me ask you, have you ever experienced the Mandela Effect personally? Perhaps a line from a favorite book, a Bible verse, or even a historical event? Share your experiences in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts.